Hi, I'm Daniel Boy. Welcome back to the front row. You've just seen the exquisite collections of Tria, the label, and Marilyn Tan Jewellery, modeled by the amazing Anita Akbar, supermodel of the world, Singapore, 1989. It's my pleasure to welcome the four ladies, the creators behind the two amazing labels that you've just seen in our earlier runway video. So let's start off with three incredible women. They are the brains behind the label Tria the Label. Please welcome them to the front row. Hello, ladies. Would you like to introduce yourselves to our guests?
Hi, I'm TC.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Sherilyn.
Welcome to the front row. Our next lady is the brainchild behind Marilyn Tan Jewelry, and we are very happy to have with us in the studio today Marilyn Tan herself. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi, Daniel. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the front row. Okay, I have four incredible women who have just designed incredible pieces that we've just seen in our video. I'm going to jump straight into the questioning because There's so much to talk about. Let's start by telling us how you started the label, your inspirations, your aesthetics. Let's start with Tria, the label. How did the three of you get together to start this label?
Okay, so Sherilyn was my schoolmate from a long time ago, and I met TC in yoga, actually, in yoga class.
Oh,
Yes, so a couple of years ago, I actually got the tailor to produce a small batch of coordinates, and I sold them to colleagues and friends. But having like a full-time job means I can't actually juggle two, like the full-time job as well as Tria. And when I met PC, she's very stylish, of course, and very fashionable. So I figured that she would be the right person to rope into like this business. So we had a chat one night, and then we decided that we wanted to do this. And we called Sherilyn the next morning and told her she's in. Yeah, we needed three. Yep, yeah.
I really love
So
your
basically,
inspiration.
I guess so
Yes?
basically our inspiration has largely been stuff that we ourselves like, things that are quite classic and timeless. We love color, we love feminine silhouettes. And I think even though we have quite different and eclectic tastes, quite different, I think having that classic look and that timeless quality about our pieces kind of brings it all together for us. And we're very, very glad that we could actually showcase our pieces together with Marilyn's jewelry, because we feel that her aesthetic really fits so well into ours.
Yes, it does.
It most certainly does. Is there a reason why you decided to reference the 1950s, which to me is the golden age of fashion? Is there a reason why?
Um, Personally, for me, I actually grew up wearing a lot of clothing made by my grandmother and my aunts that they made themselves, and I grew up wearing all these dresses. So I really like that kind of vintage style that's really elegant, very feminine, but also very fun.
All right, speaking of elegant, feminine, and fun, Marilyn, those are the terms that I use to describe your jewelry. Apart
Thank you.
from exquisite and amazing and fabulous, Marilyn, tell us how you started.
Oh, long time ago, Daniel, as you know. How did I start? I started by actually making the pieces myself for a, and have had many mentors on the way. And it started with Judith Chung of A Man and His Woman, and it went on to the late Tan Beng Yan of Tien. And you know, as one journeys, one has many, many mentors, many, and
Yes.
also a lot of feedback on how your collection grows. I mean, I have now been in this business almost 30 years, and I would say that what my aesthetic is bespoke, accessible luxe. I started my business as bespoke, and to bring, tonight I have launched my website. You will see that I have brought the same aesthetic that I learned for my bespoke work into much more accessible jewelry. uh, uh, at the on the website, pieces go from $45 and caps at about 1,000. So really, all I wanted to do was, as I said, accessible, affordable luxury, and I think it speaks to the young ladies at Tria because they also have beautiful, luxurious fabrics, uh, and again, they wish to make it accessible. You know, it doesn't have to be. How shall I say? You don't have to be pay for a lot as long as there's somebody who's willing to give you the right quality. I think nowadays people are more concerned about quality. And they're referencing the 50s suits me very well because that 50s is about femininity, but again, elegance. And it really, yes, I enjoyed working with these young ladies very much.
Thank you.
Fantastic. You know, I enjoy working with
Yes,
the
me
four of
too.
you as well. And
Yes,
Marilyn, the
thanks to
fact that
you.
you've been for almost 30 years and you're still around shows that not only is your style absolutely classic, but you've managed to pivot and adapt and keep up with the times and still be relevant today. So well done, Marilyn. And
Thank you.
speaking of classic, the fact that I've paired a classic jeweler with a fairly young label and have both styles seamlessly merge into one beautiful aesthetic shows that you can't go wrong with classic. So on that note, ladies, would you like to tell me about the inspiration behind this collection that you've just showed?
This inspiration, the inspiration for our collection really is because we are also introducing our brand, which is about 4 years old, to a new audience. So what we've done is we're actually showcasing a lot of our classic pieces with favorite silhouettes and looks, but in premium fabrics and new colorways. We thought it'd be a good chance to also choose fabrics and colors that are more bold, as well as the textures that we all love in our fabrics. One of the biggest features about our brand is that we work on a pre-order basis because we work with very small batch curation of fabrics. Because, like Jessica mentioned, we actually have full-time jobs. But we love this running this label as a passion project, but it's grown to so much more than that. It's shown to us that by going the bespoke route and by focusing on quality, we can actually run something sustainable as a business, and we've been doing so for the last 4 years.
And when it comes to a small business, we are fundamentally online. And you know what they say, when you buy from a small business, an actual person does a happy dance. With us, it's a trio dance. So, every time we receive a purchase online, we are just thrilled, that, people support us and they trust, what we have to offer.
It's great that you talked about sustainability because both Tria the label and Marilyn Tan Jewellery are sustainable labels, but you approach sustainability in a completely different way. And being sustainable, being responsible, and being eco-friendly doesn't mean recycling clothes, doesn't mean upcycling, but you have taken that whole concept of sustainability and made it your own, which is fantastic. Marilyn, I know that you have recently started a venture where you've started to uh, take in family heirlooms and redesign them and modernizing them. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Daniel, it actually grew. I mean, I have been doing this for a long, long time, repurposing for my clients, re-energizing their pieces, bringing them up to into wearable designs. And it is something I've offered to my clients for the last 20 years. So that in those days, we didn't think of sustainability. It was all about don't waste. This is a beautiful piece, but I can't wear it now because, it's not quite right for fashion. Can you do something with my mom's diamonds, with my grandma's jade? And so I didn't realize I was practicing sustainability or offering a sustainable alternative to my clients all these years. And and it's a great journey because you have to learn about people's needs, people's lives. So it becomes very personal, and that is what I enjoy. And even my range on the website, it's all very small. It's all handcrafted, or we use craftsmen from small craft shops. So, and some pieces I make myself still. So really, what you purchase is something very, very personal as well. But in terms of sustainability, the other thing that I used to do, which I'm now exploring again since the circuit breaker, was that I used to what you call make found jewelry, which means I would just haunt all the flea markets and so forth and find pieces and use them and redesign them and make them into pieces. So that is now in the works again, which is a very exciting new branch. But a lot of it has been because it's this thing about it's so beautiful. Don't waste it. Don't throw. That
Yeah.
for all
Yeah.
of us. Yeah.
That's right. Okay, now you talked about circuit breaker. So before we end this conversation, let's quickly talk about how the two brands have managed to survive the lockdown and still be successful. And I think part of it is because you had the foresight to recognize the power of online retail and social media as well. So very quickly, give me your thoughts about online retail and social media. Let's start with the ladies from Tria the Label.
Okay, Tria is fundamentally online. So, I mean, we do have trunk shows to launch new collections and fitting sessions for new followers, but we are fundamentally online. And as a small but growing label, we are not faceless, and social media has been a very important avenue, especially during these unprecedented times with COVID, to reach out and engage with our customers. So one thing that we've focused on since day one and devoted a lot of time to is customer inquiries. We assist customers, be it new followers or long-time customers, with inquiries when it comes to sizing and fit, when it comes to styling and accessorizing, and we don't mind supporting them and answering all these inquiries. To us, it makes our day when the customers tell us how good, how wonderful, how empowered they feel when they wear our pieces. Yeah. Mhm. So that's how during this COVID times we have actually increased our customer engagement, and we've always been fundamentally online. So that it was actually a plus point that we've really had. Yeah.
That's great. At least you had the foresight, which is fantastic. Not many labels have that. And that's why I think brands like Tria the Label are really heralding the way for the future. What about you, Marilyn? You have been running this business for a very long time and you've pivoted to an online model as well as having an atelier of your own. What are your thoughts about juggling both?
Well, I discovered Instagram, and it's been really fun. And I've been able to engage with my customers directly on Instagram. And I found that very rewarding because otherwise, unless we meet at the atelier or by appointment, I don't actually have time, or at least not so much no time, but that we just don't engage as much as I would have liked to. When I first started, it was always about the customer, and it still is. And so I kind of rediscovered I missed that, and it was lovely. So I really
Right.
enjoyed interacting on Instagram, and my online was my website store was actually on in the works last year already, and so this hiatus actually accelerated how we would present the uh, the store, and so I use this opportunity today to actually launch it on social
Wow.
media. It's I mean, I've been, as you know, in the business a long time, so we have seen bad times and good times, and this time is unprecedented. But I feel that you know you don't look back, you just have to get up and go and look forward and see where it takes us. I've always had that philosophy, let's just move on, because
That's right.
times are changing, but we change with it, or as much as we can.
I mean, wise words indeed. Thank you very much to the four of you. If you've just joined us, you can catch the video that you've missed on archives, the runway show with Tria the Label as well as Marilyn Tan Jewellery. Thank you very, very much, ladies. If you'd like to buy any of these items from Tria the Label or Marilyn Tan Jewellery, or get to know the collection and the label a little bit more, there are direct links on the front row to their sales site. So just go to designers and click onto their links, and it'll lead you directly to their sales site. So I've been chatting with the ladies behind Tria the Label and Marilyn Tan Jewellery. Do stay on as we bring on another fashion show to you. This time we bring on Bespoke Menswear by Q's Menswear. And if you haven't followed us yet on social media, do follow us. Our Instagram handle is thefrontrow.style. Our Instagram, once again, is at thefrontrow.style. And of course, we'd like to follow you and like your posts as well. So remember to hashtag thefrontrowsg for all your front row related posts. Tell your friends about us, and do join us again. There are lots of wonderful fashion shows, lots of wonderful labels presenting online fashion shows. So till the next show, I'm Daniel Boy. Thanks for joining us here on the front row. Was that okay?